Our youngest mom has been the age of 12. Our oldest is 24. There's no one to watch their children. There's no childcare. There's no
Mm,
school. So if they leave their home with, say, three kids, get on the bus, take their
mhm.
kids because there's no one else that can watch their kids, and they go to the grocery store and get there
Yeah.
and find the things that they need aren't even on the shelf, that's been really devastating.
I'm Mark Walls of Mission Story, and today I'm here with Tanya Torp. She's the Executive Director of Step by Step in Lexington. Tanya, thanks for talking to me today and doing this with us.
Thank you so much for having me. This is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what is Step by Step?
So, Step by Step is a nonprofit working with young single moms. Our youngest mom has been the age of 12. Our oldest is 24. So, and we have had more than one 12-year-old. There's just a range. But we walk alongside them and empower them in everything that they want to do for themselves. So, we do a lot of things like goal setting with them. So they get to choose these SMART goals that have measurable moments where they can really meet those goals, and we remove barriers out of their way. So if they want to complete college, for instance, starting with, well, first, let's make sure you fill out your FAFSA and what are you eligible for? And let's like look at some colleges together and see what we can do. But we also have a lot of really just love. So Step by Step is really about supporting them emotionally, spiritually, and walking alongside of them and their children. So it's pretty amazing to be around them and to watch them shine.
Yes, I love what you guys do. It's really amazing. And how many ladies do you have involved in the program?
We serve about 250 moms and kids every year at Step by Step.
Wow. Oh my
So
gosh.
it's a lot of, sometimes it's phone calls like emergency needs, and we spend some time with them meeting those needs or connecting them with resources. And sometimes it's the full program with them.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot going on right now because things are shut down, and
Yes.
there's not a lot we can do. But I wanted to talk about the things that you would be doing. What are some of the things that you would be doing right now here in April? What are some of the programs you'd be having with the moms right now?
So we have some pretty amazing programs that the moms have totally fashioned. Like they tell us what they want and we do it. So they have all the input. So the first thing that we would be doing actually tonight, we would be doing our annual housewarming party. And our housewarming party is this amazing thing that these moms earn points all year long towards, like incentive points towards housewarming. Many of them, their goal, as I mentioned, their goals before, a lot of their goals are like moving into their first apartment. And so we notice they move into apartments and then they don't have the things that they need. So we always collect brand new items from the community, and we have like a store set up for them. It feels like walking into Walmart. It's pretty spectacular
That's
and a little
great.
overwhelming for them when they walk in. They're like, oh
I'm
my
sure.
gosh, like seriously? And they have a personal shopper that we assign to them, and they can walk around and grab anything that they want for their household. And so it's pretty amazing to watch. We would also be doing our annual photographs. We bring in a professional photographer and take mommy photographs with their babies.
Hmm.
And so it's pretty amazing to watch that happen. So we would be doing that right now. And on Mother's Day, we would present them with the photographs. So
Oh yeah.
getting professional photographs is pretty expensive and not usually something that they can afford. So it's pretty awesome to do that. We would also be meeting every Thursday night. We would pick them up all over Lexington in vans and bring them to Emmanuel Baptist Church, where we've been having our program for about 23 of our 25 years.
Wow.
And it's full programming. It's programming for the kids all night, and programming for the moms. So the moms get a break from their kids. We have a hot meal, we have that transportation, and we have programming, and it's pretty spectacular, and also support groups. So we would be doing that. And then we would also be visiting
Hmm.
them in their homes. We have case management. So we would be going to all of their homes, sitting with them, loving on them, seeing what's going on in their lives, praying with them, and also helping them set those goals face to face.
Wow. Okay, that is a lot of stuff. So unfortunately, it sounds like maybe we can't do all this stuff right now, like visiting people in their homes or having housewarming shopping parties or meeting weekly. So it sounds like this shutdown would really, really affect what you're trying to do, but I'm assuming that you've made some pivots and to do some things instead. So what are you doing instead?
We
How are you meeting their needs right now?
Oh, it's very, very different, but it's pretty amazing. So we are doing online. We call these nights, these Thursday nights, we call them Revive nights. And so we're doing online Revive
Mm-hmm.
nights. And we've actually gone through several platforms until we found one that worked, that everybody could log into, you know? So we have been
Mm-hmm.
able to do that. And then we are doing Facebook Messenger video with them to help them set their goals and see what it is that they need directly from us. Um, but the biggest pivot that we've made is in the history of our organization, we have never just given things away. Moms have always earned incentives in order to get that. And
Mm-hmm.
we are paying their bills right now.
No. Yeah.
So moms can apply once a month for us to pay things like their car payment or their rent, things like that. So we would pay rent and other bills up to $300. So we could pay their full rent and then other bills. So they apply, and in the application, they've set a budget and those kind of things. And that's been really incredible because we've just never done anything like that. And we know that they can't go to work at all. There's no one to watch their children. There's no childcare. There's no
Mm.
school. And they need to
Yeah.
work. Some of them are not eligible for unemployment, so they're not going to get those kinds of benefits that they need. We also are making deliveries to their homes of basic needs every 2 weeks. So today we just made some more deliveries. Now we're like
Mm-hmm.
wearing all the protective gear, we're
Yeah.
keeping 6 feet away, all of that. But like toilet paper, it's not on the shelves.
Nope. Can't find
So
it. Where are you
if
getting it?
right? So if they leave their home with, say, 3 kids, get on the bus, take
Mm-hmm.
their kids because there's no one else that can watch their kids, and they go to the grocery store and get there
Yeah.
and find the things that they need aren't even on the shelf. That's been really devastating for many of them. And so we have shopped for them. So every 2 weeks they give us a list and we go shopping.
Wow. That's
It's been a big
amazing.
pivot.
Yeah, that is a big pivot.
And I should mention that we have 3 full-time employees and 1 part-time employee. So that's
Oh, yeah. And is it
all of
just you
it.
guys doing that work, or do you have volunteers?
Yeah, we have a few volunteers who have been quarantined for long enough
Yeah.
so that are helping us out, and we're so grateful to them.
Yeah. That's
But that's been the pivot.
yeah. I mean, that's amazing. Sounds like a great pivot. It's like it sounds like you're like trying to find what their biggest needs are right now, and like finding the best way you guys know how to meet that.
Right,
And right
right.
now, I guess that's a lot of essential things.
Yeah, and
Um,
I mean, just hearing from them too, like they've been involved in this whole process. So in asking them, we surveyed them as soon as this started happening, where we heard daycares and schools were going to close. We did a survey very quickly. We phoned those who don't have internet access and actually went to their homes if they didn't have a phone or internet access and said, what is it that you need? And that's what started us on this journey of they're not going to be able to pay their bills. So many of them are already in poverty. So what does that look like to be in poverty and then to have all of this debt on top of it? It just isn't, it's going to set them way back, and we don't want to do that.
yeah. Yeah. So we're trying to make sure that they are not getting behind on anything, and
Right.
they're I guess coming right alongside them step by step, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what are some of the things that you need right now? Obviously, it sounds like you need donations of like some toilet, like basic necessities, but also financial for the emergency fund, right?
Yeah. So the things right now, because of this big pivot, I love the way that you frame that. It's a pivot for us. It is.
Yeah.
We are still doing the housewarming party because
Okay.
we've been able to take them items. We're like, well, why can't we take them the housewarming items?
Mm-hmm.
So on our website, there is a link to go and purchase things for them
Oh, okay.
online, and then they tell us what they want and we will deliver it to their home. And when I say housewarming things, I don't mean furniture. So we're not going to go and deliver a couch. But things that, think about when you went away to college,
Right.
what you needed. So towels and washcloths, pots and pans, an iron and an ironing board. Those kind of things are the things that they really need. And so we're asking people to make those purchases for us. So that's a big need because it was supposed to happen tonight. It's going to happen in May. And so we're asking people to help with that.
Okay.
Um,
And that's sbslex.org.
That
Is
is
that right?
correct.
Okay.
sbslex.org is our website. And you can also call us if you have questions at 859-258-7837, 859-258-7837. And of course, yes, those basic needs that we're collecting on a bi-weekly basis,
Mm-hmm.
we always ask them what they need, and then we put it out to the community
Okay.
and say, okay, now toilet paper's the thing, or this week it's Lysol. Can we get some folks to help us out with
Yeah.
that? And so that you can also find that on our website and our Facebook. Like our social media, we put it out there on our Facebook and our Instagram. Here's the things that we really need. So it's really great to keep it up to date every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and you can probably order stuff and have it sent to you guys, right? Are people doing that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's what we're asking. We do those protocols. Like right now we're having people leave things at the door. We put on gloves to pick up the boxes, the whole thing. That's very different in our office as well.
Yeah.
But then we break it out of the packages and split it up. We also are taking activity bags to the kids every time we can take these to the moms. And
that's
what we're
amazing.
hearing is like, this is really hard. I have 2 children at home with a husband, and I have resources, and it has been brutal
Mm-hmm.
to entertain your children and try to teach them at the same time as like meet your own emotional needs and all of that. And so we want to make sure that the kids have activity packs and moms have things to do with their kids. We've been doing daily video updates with them, giving them ideas on what
That's
to do with their
fun.
kids and giving them encouragement and sharing like scripture with them and answering their questions. So things like board games and Uno cards and those kind of things too, family board games, Candyland, that kind of stuff
Yeah.
is really helpful to us right now as well.
Those things probably a bit easier to find than toilet paper.
Yeah, that they actually
Yeah.
are much easier to find. So if people want to drop those things off, we will make sure that we send those. Or we've done crayons. We want to do bubbles next too. So it's going to get nice outside on Sunday. So we want to make sure the
Yeah.
kids have bubbles and things that they can do outside, and sunscreen and those kind of things too.
Yeah, plenty of activities for them to keep them occupied, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the emergency fund too is, I'm assuming you said, how many women do you pay out every month? Or do you like?
So it depends on what they need, and we are just estimating that the need is going to get greater and greater.
Yeah.
One mom, her goal was to purchase a home, and she purchased a home a year ago, and then her job was discontinued with all of this going on.
Yeah.
And so even though she gets unemployment, that's only a part of her mortgage. So helping her pay the mortgage and that kind of thing. She had enough money for the last time. So now we're going to have to move forward and help with that mortgage this time. So I would imagine there's probably about 25 moms that are in dire need every month out of all of those moms, which is really a good amount. It's still hard, but it's not 200, so that's good. But there's at least 20 with some significant needs that we worked with, and then there's about 50 in general that will say, I might need toilet paper, or I need this, or I need that. Yes, so the emergency fund is there to just help simply pay bills. We do things like even like being able to have their internet. If their kids are at home working on school and they don't have internet access, that's difficult. So we want to make sure that they're paying their internet bill, phone bill. Their phone is their lifeline to the world. For some of them, their phone is their computer. So we pay those kind of things too. So anything helps with that, and the programming of continuing to keep this programming up. We call them all the time. We work with them as much as we can. We're referring them to mental health, trying to keep the kids and them safe. And some of our moms are living in homes with their abusers while they're stuck quarantined with abusers. So even having a safe word for them, that when we call and check on them, they can use a word that lets us know they're in danger. So those kind of things are still ongoing programming. So we always need help supporting those.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for all that you guys are doing for these moms and for all these people and these families. That's really great. It's really needed, really important.
We are so incredibly blessed by the outpouring of love. I just want to say that of our community. I see so many people coming together to really to say, all right, what are those needs and how
Yeah.
can we meet them? People like you. So thank you
Yeah.
for letting people know and showing some exposure to folks like us.
Yeah, of course. So thanks for chatting with me today. I just wanted to encourage everyone to check out the website at sbslex.org and to also check out their social media. I'll put the links down below, and to donate if you got games or money or toilet paper, send them the step by step. Thanks for doing this,
Thank you so
Tanya.
much, Mark. I appreciate you. Thank
Yes,
you.
thanks.